wherever you are, whoever you are. Back again on another live. Today is day, I believe it's 14. Yeah, day 14 of the 500K 30-day challenge. I got it right that time. I've been practicing in the background, behind the scenes, and I've gotten it right. For today, really the purpose of the 500K 30-day challenge, maybe I didn't get it right. The purpose of the challenge is to allow myself to put myself out there, put things out that I'm talking about out there in an effort to raise funding for real estate investing as I'm going down this real estate investing journey. And I've got quite a few deals that are happening in the background behind the scenes. So if real estate investing is something that you are interested in and you want to use your passive income to invest to make you something at some point and put that money to work for you, please feel free to shoot me a Calendly link on Calendly below, or you can email me at info@theoliverperryshow. You can contact me there and I will be there to talk with you and hopefully, God willing, help you out in whatever your needs are. Now, with that said, today's live is going to be super quick. I've got another meeting. I've got a couple meetings to go to this evening, and I've got some military work to try and knock out this evening, as well as I'm having some things I got to kill. So with that said, I want to talk about systems. Systems is something I'm discovering is very interesting, to say the least. Systems is something that is paramount to whatever you're doing. What I'm discovering is the bigger you get, the more systems you need. The reason you need systems is because they will allow you to scale, to grow. But if you don't have those systems in place, you're going to hit this basically a plateau where you pretty much smack yourself up against the wall and you realize, okay, I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need somebody to come in and give me some assistance to help me get these things done. Now, with that said, I'm going to put you on to a few systems that are going to help you behind the scenes, and only a couple because I don't have a lot of time. So first thing is your email systems. Come up with a flow chart, and you can, if you'd like, I can connect you with Miss Ashley Schuler or Miss Jennifer J, who are both the people that I go to when it's a systems question or it's a systems issue and I need to figure it out. They're my go-to ladies who can knock it down and kill it. Both of them are providing quite a bit of value on Instagram. So I definitely say check them out there first. This way you can kind of get an understanding of what they do and you can understand, that kind of thing. So a matter of fact, I'll see if I can find their links and I'll put them into the links on this show, on the Facebook and YouTube, so that you guys can take a look and listen and see what they're up to and maybe understand some of those systems. The next thing is, particularly when you're talking about social media, is templates. Templates, and more templates. Find every way you can to create any kind of template that you can create to allow you to lock things in. So what I mean by that is, when you create templates, it allows you to keep things simple. For an email template, all you need to do is change the name of the recipient, right? Change the name of the recipient, keep the rest as it is, and it gives the recipient an organic feeling, an organic thought as you are reaching out to them for, let's say, a podcast interview or a YouTube guest star interview or whatever it might be, or a live interview, whatever it could be. It gives them the feeling that, okay, this person is really involved personally into the system. Don't just send them an automated email. Yes, technically a template is automated, sure, but it's also you creating that template so it gives out that same feeling when they hear it and they listen to it or they read it, in their own mind. So this for the IG and for Facebook and for things of that nature, when you're talking about the graphic side of this, what you want to do is create templates that are extremely simple, as easy and as smart and small and quick as possible. The reason is because when you're on the other side of it and you have to do the editing for these things, it tends to be quite a bit more complicated. So you can have all the flashy stuff where things slide in and things slide out and the colors changes on the screen, all this great stuff. I am a fan of Adobe Premiere. And I use Adobe Premiere quite a bit. There's other people who use Final Cut. Both are great systems, but you need to have templates to allow you to do those things. Because if you don't, you're going to constantly find yourself editing, as opposed to taking your original template for whatever format. For me, I use a specified template for all of my podcast interviews when I shift them from podcast interview to YouTube. Or I'm sorry, the other way around. I'll cut the YouTube and then I'll turn it to a podcast. But the YouTube itself has its own layout. It'll start with this, then it goes to the intro, then it goes to the actual interview, then you'll see the subscribe, and you'll see the at the Oliver Perry on IG. You'll see the guest IG or their LinkedIn connection. At the very end, we have a set end screen right now. Now, you can upgrade and develop those, but if you're constantly doing the editing, you're never going to get the time to sit down and develop those pieces. So that being said, that's something you need to do when it comes to your podcast or your IG or your YouTube or whatever it is. Create systems to make your life easier. The more systems you have, the easier life is. But you have to have those systems that they talk to each other, one. Number two, that they make sense. Number three, that they actually allow you to get some of your time back, as opposed to spend more time working those systems, continuously working on them. Now, systems do break. It's like anything else. You divide, they don't necessarily break. Let me say this. You evolve and you have to change the system or adjust the system with your evolution. So these are things you need to take a look at. I did this, Adam A. Adams did a video on this talking about systems, and it kind of inspired me to talk about these things myself as well. So shout out to Adam. If you've enjoyed this, or if you would like to know more about real estate investing, please by all means reach out to me at The Oliver Perry. You should send me an email at info@theoliverperryshow. And you could also reach out to me on IG, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, all those platforms. You just type in The Oliver Perry or Oliver Perry, and you will see my handsome facade. So I hope you're doing well. I hope your Sunday continues to be great and your Monday is even better. You're better than you were, but you're not half as good as you're going to be. Go check out the YouTube, the IG, subscribe, like, comment, all that great stuff. I'll see you guys next